Alright guys, we're back. We're doing out the Damascus we did the other day. We're taking it today, and what we're going to be doing on it today is we're going to be putting the shape of the blade on here. You can see I've already drawn. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to see, but right there you can see that's the top of it. That'll be the top of the blade, and you can see it's got the shape along the bottom and that tonneau right there. Alright, so I'm going to finish grinding this out. I'm going to take it out, and I'm doing it on the grinder over here. Doing a 90-degree grind just so I get a nice 90-degree flat shape profile of the blade here. And then after that, then I'll be doing the hollow grind. So until then, I will keep you posted. Alright, so now I have finished grinding it out, flat grinding it, doing the flat grind on it. Okay, you can see I still have got it on the handle because it makes it a little bit easier to work with. That's virtually the shape of the blade. I'll have the hollow grind on it as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set the machine up right over here, which is now set up with the flat 90-degree angle. I'll change that out and I'll put on a round wheel with the belt, bring this over, and that's what we'll do the hollow grind. Start the grind out here. So you can see that nice hollow grind starting to come in. Alright, well that's a little bit warm. Cool that down for a second. There we go. You can see that nice hollow grind starting to come in right here. Alright. And it's starting to get real nice and smooth. Now you'll see this is where all the Damascus, all the folds are going to be. After I get it all ground out, I'll take it over somewhere on some Scotch-Brite. I can actually throw Scotch-Brite on this wheel here, and I'll Scotch-Brite it out. Right now, I'm just doing the front, the main edge right here. I'll worry about the tonneau afterwards. I'm going to switch to the side here, to the other side. Now you also see a lot of people will draw a line right up on the top here somewhere so they know where to bring their grind, how far to bring it back this way, right? Okay, so that's one way you can measure it. That way you take the edge of the belt on this side the same as the edge of the belt on this side. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it though. Okay, so now it's kind of, you can see on this one side it's right about there, and we're just about even there. So I can always adjust that a little bit here and there as we go along, but it's pretty good for now. So, I'm going to go with it. Now the other thing you want to remember is as you're drawing the blade across, if it's a curved blade like that, as you're drawing it across, you have to go with the edge and kind of sweep it along. That way you get a nice even grind. See, that's how you get that nice grind that follows the line of the knife. You have to follow the line. Everybody know what lines are. Cars, motorcycles, and motorcycles. When you're doing this, you always want to kind of keep it dunked in water, you know, kind of keep it cooled down so it's still workable, you can still touch it. You don't want it overheating and getting too hot. It's not as essential right now. I mean, technically, yeah, you could get it, you know, hot enough to where it's loose and it's not going to hurt it. because you still have to go through the whole hardening process too. But you want to try not to. Alright, so as we're going down, you can kind of start to see the whole hollow grind coming in there. Right in through there, you can start to see it. See that? Okay? So, as you start to get thinner, okay, the thing we have to worry about, especially on this machine, it gets trapped down in there, it'll suck it in and totally screw up your blade, so you really want to be careful of that. And then you also watch down the center of the blade, okay? You want to make sure you're getting a nice, even grind coming down. It can be uneven in parts, okay, because you're going to be going, obviously still have to take it down quite a bit more, so you can thin those parts out. But you want to try and keep it as even as possible as you're going down. And you can see I've done a little bit more on this side. Okay, you can see I take a little more of that, so now I'm going to start working this side again. Okay, you can see it kind of jumping around in there too. That's something you got to kind of watch out for, or else you will get a nice and uneven grinding through here. Okay, so it's looking pretty good on this side. You want to make sure that your grinds are going up the side of your blade as well, evenly, so everything looks nice and even. Come through here, I still have to take more out up and through here, so I'll continue to do that. And as we get closer, and I'll start this tonneau grind here, I'll be back with you. See you in a bit. Okay, here we go. So I've got this down to about where I want it for now. Now I'm going to start working on the tonneau grind up here on this side, and it's important to keep this nice so you have a nice connecting line right in here. Okay, whatever the angle may turn out to be, you want it to be pretty even. So let's get this going here. We've got that nice tonneau grind going here. Get some of the water off there for you. Alright, so that's going down good. We're going to start taking this down the rest of the way. I'm going to kill it for now, and then we'll pick up when I come back to do this. A little bit of this back edge I think we might do. We'll see how it turns out first. Haven't decided yet. Maybe we'll just leave it just like this. So, with that, see you in a bit. So, we've got this now. Okay, we've got a nice, nice even grind on here. Okay, when you do this. Now remember I said I wanted to leave a little bit of this for now. Okay, so I got the tonto edge finished off now. Okay, you can see it's nice and thin. You still leave a little bit of meat there for it. So when you harden it, it doesn't chip away the edge. Okay, we can sharpen that up later on. But now, when we do our final grind on the main edge on both sides, it will come out, and you can kind of see right up here, I've left it just a little bit thick right in through here. Okay, that's because that's going to be taken out along this, and that'll give us our nice line in there. So I'm going to get to that, and then I'll keep you updated from there.